Hello? Hello there! Hello! Hello! Can you help me? I'm lost in the storm. You will come with me. Dalek! You are visitors to this planet. We're new here, if that's what you mean. You say we, there is more than one of you. Yes, a friend. She's back there in the sandstorm. You've got to help her. I will send someone to assist her. Meanwhile, you should come back with me. I can't leave my friend. You are in no position to argue. You will come with me. Or what? You'll exterminate me? I am in no position to cause you any harm. You will come with me. Alright, but one last question. Where's your creator? Where's Davros? I assume he is somewhere on this planet. If you wish to see the director, you would be kind enough to make an appointment. Appointment? Appointment? You are in no position to argue. Come with me. Don't worry, Kerry. Help will be on the way soon. Doctor. Doctor. The production line has started, Director. Excellent. How long before a capable number of Autonauts are ready to start work? 12 Autonauts an hour, sir. Good. Good. In that case, I see no need to rush. Windermere, have an Autonaut prototype brought to me so I can run some forensic upgrades on it. Upgrades? Is there anything wrong? No, just trying out a little experiment. An experiment? For what purpose? This need not concern you. Just do as I ask. Very well, sir. I'll see I have it brought to you. And, sir? Yes? There is a stranger just arrived in the base. An Autonaut has brought him in. Do you want him interrogated? Not for the moment, I think. He must be decontaminated. If he has been outside, then we have to make sure that he is not carrying any dangerous diseases. I'll have an Autonaut examine him at once, Director. No. No Autonauts. Have one of the scientists keep an eye on him. Report back to me on progress. Very well. I'll get Clarkson onto it. If there's anything else that is required, sir, Can I be excused? Certainly you may. And Windermere, see that all my orders are carried out. Of course, sir. Can I get you any refreshment? No. No, thank you, not for the moment. There seems to be more than one of you. I wonder if I could ask, how many of you are there? There are several numbers of us. The service required is very limited. There must be more workers. And the workers are you, is they? There are very limited staff here. We are required to assist them in their projects. What projects? Please excuse me. I have duties to perform. Oh good. I'm glad to see members of staff at large. You must be the visitor that got lost in the sandstorm. That's right. I can't begin to imagine what traumatic experience you must have gone through. Then don't think it. Who might you be? My name is Windermere, and this is my colleague Clarkson. She'll be looking after you. Thank you, Mr. Windermere, but I'm a very busy person and I don't have time for a babysitter. I'm to take you to the decontamination chamber. For what reason? Just to check that you're not contained. Contained? With what? Deadly diseases. Oh, very well. Safety checks, right? Right. Oh, very well. I suppose I can't argue with that. Good. Clarkson, after you've been decontaminated, take him to my office, will you? I have some questions I'd like to ask. One more thing before I go. What was it your name was? Windermere, was it? Yes, sir. Right. I have a friend still outside in the sandstorm. Will you send one of these robots to go and help her out? I'm sure I could get a personal staff to organise it for you. Well, don't keep her waiting. She could be dying out there, you know. Of course. I understand the seriousness of it. Sure, excuse me. How did you arrive on this planet? Well, you could say we had our own form of travel machine. Space shuttle, you mean? No, I do not mean a space shuttle. Well, on second thought, perhaps Perhaps I do, yes. By the way, has anyone ever told you blue is not your colour? Let's just go forward, shall we? Well, this is our decontamination chamber. It's my job to make sure you're not infected with any deadly diseases. Trust me, if I was carrying any dangerous diseases, I'd know. Well, I can't take your word for it, I'm afraid. We'll have to run a background check. Now, this computer is technology advanced. It should be able to detect within minutes if you have any deadly diseases. And if I don't, well, you'll be fine then. If you could hold your arm out, not Mr. Doctor. Very well. Now then, Doctor, you're fully connected to this machine. It should be able to record all your DNA patterns. You mean you'll be able to find out everything about me? Precisely. It doesn't just detect diseases. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. A bloody pain in the arse is what I call it, and it never makes mistakes, wretched thing. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I have work to be on with, and this thing is automatic. See you in a few minutes. And don't try to untie yourself. Oh no, I wouldn't dare do that. You sent for me. I did. Do you require my assistance? I require your cooperation. Nothing more. I am going to run some forensic upgrades on you. It may hurt a bit, but it'll be worth it. I am ready for upgrades. Excellent. What is the purpose of these upgrades? Primary insurance. For me. Jeff, can you come here a minute, please? Alright. What's the trouble, Karis? This is Kerry. She was caught in the sandstorm. I need you to run a background check on her to make sure she's not infected. Well, she seems normal enough. But I suppose any visible bacteria could have got into her system. Alright. Also, have you seen Dwayne? I can't find him anywhere. Last I heard, he was running a routine job for the director. Anyway, doesn't matter. Have you got those reports done yet? No, not yet. I'll get on to it. Yeah, you better. If those reports aren't done by noon, the director will have both our heads. What's going on here? Business. Private business. You shouldn't stick your nose into things that aren't your concern. Now, if you'd like to come with me, I'm going to run a background check on you. To do what? To make sure you're not infected, for all I know you could be carrying a dangerous contagion. It's a safety risk. Please, just cooperate. Alright. But I mean you no harm, I'm just looking for my friend. If you're not decontaminated within the next hour or so, you won't have a friend to find. Come on. You're serious? Once you have seen the new upgrades I made, you will be sure that I am serious. I have planned to completely redesign the Autonauts. My blog will confirm that I am telling the truth. Even so, Director, it seems very soon. I mean, we've only been introduced to the things, let alone put them on a production line. There has to be a certain number of them. Sooner than later, Director, there will be a creature that will rely not only on logic, but instinct. That is the factor I wish to correct. Which I accept with all honesty. I still think it's a bit soon. Better now than never, wouldn't you say, Windermere? Windermere, come quickly. What's the trouble? The Doctor. I think he sabotaged the machine. Director, you better come too. Ah, primitive computers. Idiot! You've wrecked the thing. He seems to have done a perfectly good job at sabotaging it, wouldn't you say? Oh, so there you are, Debros. There was no doubt in my mind that he would pop up sooner or later. Clarkson, you were supposed to be watching him. I didn't think he'd try anything like this. No, that's just that you didn't think. Get out of my sight. Don't blame her. My fault, really. I can't think how I came to be so clumsy. I must have bumped into it. You're not clumsy, Doctor. You did it on purpose. An interesting accusation, but a false one. Would you suggest a circuit overload? It's a possibility. Would you mind telling us what happened? No, 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 no. Such questioning is pointless, Windermere. Leave. What? I said leave the room. I wish to speak with the Doctor alone. Very well. Any problems, you come and get me. I'll be sure to do that. Now leave the room. Now we are alone. Indeed. Exactly where you wanted us to be. Just the two of us. I can't say I'm surprised to see you. The last time we met, you were taken away by the renegade Daleks to stand trial on Skaro for your crimes. How did you escape? Just tell me how. We were out in space. Millions of light years away from the nearest planet. One of the Daleks went to go and check the main computers, leaving me unguarded. I saw my chance. Obviously my equipment in my chair was immobile, but the distress signal in the corner of the room where I was in was not. I sent a distress call out to the nearest planet. Fortunately, the Daleks saw what I was doing. They tried to deactivate the distress signal, but it was too late. By that time, the nearest planet had received my signal and locked onto the nearest gravitational field. Like a magnet, the ship was a piece of metal being dragged down, down, down. The Daleks could do nothing to stop it, although to ensure that I made no such faults again, they exterminated my hand, causing you further injury. The ship crashed, and I was alone. Luckily, the relief crew found me and nursed me back to their care and nurtured me best as they could. Now, I am mobile. When you're bossing the crew about telling them what to do, they respect my advice. For once in a long time in my life, Doctor, I am the scientific engineer I want to be. I can make decisions and people will obey me. I am no longer treated as an Autonauts. I am no longer treated as a renegade. But that's because you have no Daleks to boss you about. I never take orders, Doctor. I give them. But I intend to find out. And what these Daleks are and why have you got them here. Don't antagonize me. So the Daleks, the ones you got here, they are referred to as Autonauts. What? Autonauts, robotic servant. Tell it what to do and it will obey, without question. Seems to me you're so disgraced by the Dalek name you plan to wipe it off and give it a new name. They are still machines, Davros, unemotional machines which are loyal to you but with a new name. Sooner or later, they'll turn on you. They'll realise they don't have to serve anyone according to them. And you'll be back to square one, I assure it. Don't jump to conclusions yet. You have no idea what I have planned. But I intend to find out. And what these Daleks are and why have you got them here. Is there any trouble in here, Director? No, Windermere, we have finished talking. What about him? Allow the Doctor to roam freely around the base. Providing you do not cause any nuisance, Doctor. No, not at all. I'll keep out of your way. Good, good. Please make yourself comfortable. Well, according to the computers, you don't seem to be having any bad background. You're clean. See, I told you so. But that's not possible. I monitor everyone coming in and out of this base. Just because we're new doesn't mean we're infected, you know. Yes. You're the only specimens so far that have proved that. Alright, you can go. What? You're just gonna let me go, just like that? Well, I got work to do. Can't I help you with any of it? I don't think so. Well, I was a trained technician in my colony. I'm very familiar with computers. It's not just computers, you know. It's written reports. I'm also a good writer. I took English at A-level. Yes, I'm sure you did. But there's some very complicated scientific formulas to fill in as well. I also took science too. Did you pass? Of course. Well, in that case, I suppose you could be of some value to me. But only if you promise to do exactly what I tell you. All right? What's in there? It's one of the main laboratories. Can I have a look? Suppose so. Doctor, hello, Kerry. What are you doing in here? This is a private shush! Look! What's that? Mutant. Mutant? Where's it from? It's almost too horrible to think about.